I forgot to plug in my microphone. Hey guys. Okay, that muted. Or now it's muted. So we have to go talk to Dr. Chakwas because she has a mission for us. So a big whoops that I did yesterday was when I was going to close the application because I ended up somewhere in the game I didn't want to be yet. I ended up deleting the game from the PlayStation 4, so then I had to wait to get it back installed into my system. It got installed 5:30 yesterday, my time. So it's all good and my save is fine. That's the good news. There's no bad news, except for that I did that. And that is the second time I've ever done that. The first time I did that before was with the quarry, and I don't think it affected my first gameplay of it because it was like one of the million times I replayed it for achievements and stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, sorry. It's like when I'm talking and like I just like space out and I lose direction. But I know where we're going now.
May I speak with you, Commander? Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees.
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
Isn't this something you could do yourself?
War profiteering is running rampant, and these refugees are wary of the Alliance military. They didn't trust me. But you are Commander Shepard, the hero. You could persuade them.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel docks look to him for leadership. Thank you, Commander. With access to their equipment and materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medigel.
Nope. Elevator. There's a message waiting at your new terminal. Hey. So this is from Malin. It says, Commander Shepard, I've just heard the news you cured the genophage and that some of the females from my experiments were involved. I can't tell you how good this makes me feel. There hasn't been an hour I have not thought about what happened on Tuchanka and wondered if I did the right thing. This news validates all the pain my experiments caused. I hope one day to meet the females again and ask for their forgiveness. After you convinced Dr. Solis to spare me, I took his advice and opened a clinic on Omega. I thought it would help make amends for whatever suffering I caused. I had to leave when word got back to Clan Werlock, and they put a bounty on my head for failing to deliver a cure. Maybe now they'll leave me Malin and Hepblorn. And then just a game night thing from Trainer. Commander, thanks for taking the time to speak with the civilian. I'd love to see how Commander Shepard kills time between missions. Why don't you give me a call if you'd like to grab drinks in your cabin? I promise a night of fun and games. Okay, so eventually we'll try that, but not now. Hey, how are you? I didn't know if you heard me. I don't need to go anywhere else. I'm silly. So right now I'm just gonna do some side missions like it says on the title. So, if you don't really care to watch that, that's fine. I understand. I'm just doing some because you know how I like to experience the game in its entirety. Yeah, that's good. Thank you for answering. I'm good. Happy that my progress is still here. I've noticed that it saves it with the PlayStation 4, so that's good. And yes, I'll eventually do the Citadel DLC. I think I've said that a million times, though.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
Refugee camp.
Need to get to the refugee camp.
Yes, Commander.
Oh yeah, PC's a different story altogether. Okay, no one here. Oh, him? Yeah.
I recognize you. You're Commander Shepard.
And you must be Tactus. Heard the refugees consider you their leader.
Yes, someone needs to sort out this mess. CSEC has tightened access to the Citadel, and we've got desperate people down here with no place to go.
I also hear you need basic medical supplies. Dr. Chakwas spoke of a mutually beneficial trade.
I tried to be clear. In my experience, the Alliance looks out for their own. Trust is a hard thing to come by these days. I know you need our military supplies, but they're worth far more than your basic meds. Her offer wasn't satisfactory.
Your people need our supplies, and my people need every edge we can get. Your combat-grade meds will make a difference. And our mission may just save everyone. Now's not the time for pettiness or mistrust.
With our day-to-day worries, it's easy to forget we are all in this together. I'll have my people contact yours. You'll have your supplies as soon as possible.
Okay, that was a quick side mission. What do you mean, was that me on yesterday on Batman? I think I might have popped in for a second. But at the time I ended up getting busy again, so I couldn't say hi. It probably was me though, for a second. Sorry I couldn't stay.
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting.
Waiting? Waiting for who?
For my parents.
I think I did pop in, but I just didn't say anything.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination.
Oh, someone stayed a while? How long did does it say?
To you are highlighted on the elevator menu.
I never realized it said that. I'd have
If
to
you
look
have a
in.
question, please consult an Avena terminal for assistance.
Okay, she kept interrupting me. I think I gotta go in the commons. Still trying to figure out why this one side mission.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Not here.
Come to Purgatory for a short
I just don't understand why you're suddenly so conflicted.
Look, the asshole's in custody now. Killing him won't bring anyone back.
It's about justice.
What's going on here?
I'm in position at CSEC. Draw them away, and I'll move in and make the kill.
Don't answer that.
There has to be some way for us to get more medical supplies.
I told you already, we have nothing to spare.
Tally saved the Citadel a couple years ago. Watch your tone.
You're right. We're all on edge right now, but we don't have enough Metagel for our own needs. We can't help your people right now. I'm sorry.
Damn it. Thank you for trying to help.
So finally we got the Cerberus Retribution mission, which is what I was trying to figure out anyway. Citizens on the Citadel are preparing to carry out some sort of assassination at the CSEC office in the Presidium Commons. Go there and look for suspicious activity.
Welcome to the Citadel gift shop. All proceeds from today's purchases go toward the Turian war effort. Oh, that's a lovely idea. I really appreciate that. Her name is Tasha Parade. Of course.
Trying to get there. I thought it was on a lower level. Outpost 5. There we go. I'm silly. Investigate.
Commander Shepard. Guess I know what happened to my backup.
Excuse me?
Come on. I'm in CSEC in civilian gear with a weapon. I know what I'm made. Just let me explain. Captain Aaron Summers, Alliance Marines, retired.
Captain Summers?
There's a prisoner here. CSEC officer who helped Cerberus. CSEC caught him when you stopped the coup. Now he's offering them intel on Cerberus to get a better deal.
Why are you telling me this?
Because he doesn't deserve a better deal. He killed people during the coup, good people. And he's former Alliance, like us. The way I figure it, he's our problem to fix.
If you gun that man down, you're dishonoring the uniform just as much as he did.
Like hell I am.
I don't like plea bargains any more than you do. But the intel we get will save lives.
Says who?
Our superiors. The people we swore to serve and trust. Captain Summers.
Yes, Commander. Sorry, Commander. I'll shut it down. Thanks.
Okay. Target jamming technology. CSEC officer needs target jamming technology to save lives during future attacks. Find the technology and bring it to him in the Presidium Commons. Okay, hopefully this one's pretty easy. We're gonna see, because I don't know if I ended up picking that up, so I'll probably have to go to the embassies to see if I can buy it. Which is what happens with a lot of these missions that I've been doing. And I think that they're handy to do to get as much support for the final part of the game. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that it's important to at least try.
Please select a destination. One moment, please. Now arriving at Sicilium Embassy.
Turians proves that the Krogan are ready to return to the Citadel. Reaper forces continue their assault on Asari space.
Send the girl to your side of the family.
Spectre status recognized.
We might have gotten it because it's not giving me the option to buy it. I always end up accidentally going back there. There's nothing back there.
Losses are mounting as human colonies Elysium, Tiptree, and Zoo's Hope are hit.
I hoped you'd come. I won't remain here much longer.
Oh,
What are you doing on the Citadel, Samara? I suppose I came to say goodbye. Falair is safe, and Rila is at rest. I felt the need to speak to you before heading to battle. I want you to know there is no one else I'd rather see leading us in our last hours. We'll make the galaxy proud. The largest fleet in history is already on our side. It is impressive. Most would have deemed such an alliance impossible. But Shepard, be sure to assess your force's strengths and weaknesses before setting out. What are the other Justicars doing for the war? Most have made it home. They will attempt to hold Thessia. With the odds we face, it's possible our order will no longer exist after this war. There's that few of you? Our numbers were never great. We must prepare to sacrifice ourselves, if that is what's required. You know, I never asked you if your code has anything useful on fighting Reapers. Treat them as any other enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness. The only difference is the scale of our foe. The code is too strict to account for such small discrepancies. Is that how you see it too? You yourself killed a Reaper on the Citadel, and then another on Tuchanka. I can only follow such bravery. Will Falair be all right in the monastery? Or what's left of it? We spoke for some time. It won't be easy. But if there is a way to survive, Falair will find it.
It was good to see her again. Perhaps it's unseemly for a Justicar to dwell so much on her family.
I'm just happy things worked out.
I was fortunate that Falair saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention. Thank you.
Good luck out there, Samara.
You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things, but Goddess go with you, Shepard. We'll both be tested in fire soon enough.
Gruesome Academy also fell to the Reapers when Elysium was attacked.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination.
I think I'm just gonna go back to the ship for N7 fuel reactors.
Now arriving at docking bay D24.
I'd like to request a transfer to a zone with Reaper, Sergeant. And may I ask why you think your deployment deserves special treatment, Private? I think I'll do better against the Reapers than Cerberus, ma'am. And what combat experience against Reapers are you basing this on? None, ma'am. Outstanding.
Still baffles me how different Citadel looks with each game.
Thank you again, Commander. I appreciate your assist.
Let's see if we even have N7 fuel reactors in my journal. I'm not sure. Okay. She wants to speak to me again. Okay, have fun. All he was doing was saluting to me anyway.
You always pull through, Commander. We've received the supplies from Tactus.
Everything good?
Indeed. We've acquired some very useful equipment. As such, I've been able to enhance the effectiveness of our Medigel delivery systems. I've also collated information that Liara may find of interest. Check with Glenn.
Shore leave, priority, Rannoch. Oh. Okay. N7 fuel reactors. A vital depot has gone silent, leaving Allied fleets short on desperately needed fuel. Investigate the depot and get it operational again. Okay. There we go. Oh, did I have Avenger? I can't go back. Okay, good. I know, Tally isn't the best, but it said I can bring anyone.
The reactors at adjoining Turin-Asari fuel depot went offline. Scans of the station are cold. It's deserted.
What happened to the troop station there?
Unknown, but no fuel means no fleet presence in this theater. The enemy will operate unchecked. I need you to get in there, find out what's going on, and get those reactors back online. Captain Riley's on site doing preliminary recon. She leads one of our top engineering teams.
We'll get to the bottom of this, Admiral.
Good, hack it out.
Meet with Riley.
How long have you served in this outfit, Corporal?
3 tours. Been through thick and thicker. The captain always sees us through.
We need a radiation workaround, soldier. Captain Riley? Commander, it's an honor.
Commander, Captain Riley has me scanning the facility. It's a dual reactor system, so you'll have to break up into 2 teams.
Roger that.
The fuel rods for both reactors need to be unlocked before we can initiate a restart. Your route is blocked. Captain Riley's man is working to clear the obstacles.
Understood, Lieutenant.
Got it, Captain.
Good work, Coslow. I'll take it from here. Ready your team to hit reactor 2, Captain.
I didn't mean to do that. Only me.
Ready your team to hit reactor 2, Captain. Got it. We'll cover you till you're clear.
So, no.
Radiation proximity warning, Commander. Avoid at all costs.
So what do I do?
We're locked and loaded, ready to move out.
Confirming. Toxic radiation cutting access to most of the grid. Survival in hotspots, not possible.
No.
Toxicity levels lethal, Commander. Find alternate route immediately.
Okay, I need to find another route. But I don't know how. Not sure. Oh.
A treatment plan for chemical burns. This is pretty detailed.
Yeah, that does not do anything. And if I try to get too close...
Warning, Commander. Avoid at all costs.
Where is safe to go? Materials chest plate. It's dark here.
Directional guidance error. Team 2 moving out, Commander.
Okay.
Good luck, Captain.
Something's wrong here. It's too quiet.
Like a tomb.
Yes, exactly.
Just stay sharp, people.
Anything over here? Spare parts. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Was that... What area even was that? And find the medical treatment plan in this mission. Cool. Okay. I must reach the other side. Okay. I know where it is. I was just there. Hold on. There it is. You see the people. Oh no, yeah, you're fine. Take your shower.
Directional guidance error.
It just happened. Did I do anything? Okay, now I'm blocked off. Oh, hold on.
Directional guidance error.
There we go.
I have a visual on the fuel rod control, but radiation is blocking access.
Same situation here. I'll find a way to vent the area. This looks like ventilation control.
Should do the trick.
Radiation clearing. Console now accessible.
Let's unlock those fuel rods.
Yeah, it's the little like screen. I'm far from the TV screen, so it's just harder for me to see things. But I don't like to be too close either.
Power is restored. System ready.
Fuel rods unlocked here. Wait a minute.
Commander, Captain, tracking movement in your areas.
Defensive positions. Enemy inbound.
We're ready for them.
Oh. Back up.
Riley, status.
One casualty, but we're clear here.
Warning. Coolant leaks detected. Reactors 1 and 2. System restart impossible.
I can see it. You'll both have to seal all the moderator tanks.
I see the reactor 2 tanks moving to seal.
Just pointing. Oh, I see it.
Tank 1 is sealed and stable.
Patching seems to be working. Only one more to go here.
Over there, I think. Pointing towards that way. Okay, hold on.
Tank 2 is sealed and stable.
Commander, the core is stabilized. Reactivation can go ahead.
Riley, you in position?
Affirmative. Awaiting your word.
Initiating restart.
Commander, Captain, I'm reading a lot of movement. Headed your way.
Incoming!
In progress.
Enemies pouring in.
Where? The other way.
They're coming in from above.
Of course they are. Those things move pretty quickly. even though they shouldn't. Alright.
Hold tight. One of my people is coming.
Roger that.
Tally?
I'm on it.
Mm-mm. Yeah. I see him now. Oh.
You're clear for the moment, Commander. Can't raise Captain Riley.
What about Tally?
Nothing, Commander. No one's answering my hail.
Oh.
But I'm tracking some movement toward the pickup point. Finalize the restart, then we can rendezvous there.
Will do.
Restart is complete.
Reactor fully powered and operational, Commander.
Figured I'd need more ammo.
Job well done. Report back to the shuttles.
Good work down there, Shepard. Without that depot, the entire theater would be at risk.
What are the odds the Reapers will be back?
I'm allocating a task force to maintain and defend the facility. If the Reapers come back, we'll be ready. I read Captain Raleigh's report. It says she and her team wouldn't have made it without you.
I'm glad I could help.
I'll keep you posted on new developments. Hack it out.
Okay, that was quick. Quick little mission there.
Commander?
I'll let you get back.
Thank you, Commander.
I don't need to talk to them.
Shepard, Commander.
You say Geth fighters are targeting the Quarians' live ships.
Hostile Geth fighter squadrons intend to breach the live ship's defenses. The assigned squadrons are networked to a server on Rannoch. If the live ships are damaged, the creators will lose armaments, provisions, people.
So we destroy the server?
No, Geth programs would transfer to alternate servers. They are only vulnerable through direct interface. Removing Geth from this server will prevent significant creator deaths. We will accompany you on this mission.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
I haven't heard any news about that Reaper base. Hopefully they'll give us a target soon.
Talk to you later, Tali.
If you want to catch up in private, call me up to your cabin.
Commander, Dr. Chakras sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the medbay.
Why does it keep saying that? I already talked to her.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal.
Omega. From Bray. Subject Omega. Things are settling down on Omega. Looks like the Talons are the new security force on the stations. Their leader said something about honoring Kandro's memory. I'd say they were being cute, except that they're not shy about backing up the sentiment with firepower. Be careful out there. Know there's at least one Batarian here that doesn't want you dead. Good to know. Okay. So where do we have to go for Admiral Chorus? Save. Gascom Hub. or Corian escape pod. Okay, save the Admiral, of course. And for this one, it says Tally in EDI or James. But I think I'm going to do James, because I did Tally with Edie a couple missions ago.
Commander Shepard, this is Admiral Zan. Have you reached Salcoris' escape pod?
Not yet. What's your status?
The civilian fleet has taken significant losses since Salcoris sacrificed his ship to destroy a Geth ground cannon. Searching for their lost admiral is the only thing keeping the captains from panicking.
Changing the title of the video real quick.
What makes finding the Admiral a priority?
Despite opposing the invasion, he did an admirable job protecting our civilian ships. Without him, some of our non-combatants are planning to leave the flotilla. Picture the consequences, if you will.
They've lost a leader in a war they didn't want.
Their wants are immaterial. We are committed. Even Zalcoris understood the civilian fleet's importance. The invasion would be stalled without a supply chain, after all.
I'll do what I can. Keep your civilians safe.
I make no promises. My own ships must be coordinated for our final strike on Rannoch.
I'm getting some static.
It appears Zalcoris crashed within range of a Geth jamming tower. You must disable it to contact them. Consult to proceed with caution.
Zen? Admiral Zen!
It's been a long time since Admiral Chorus left the spaceship. Let's hope he's all right.
We'll see in a minute. Take us into the tower.
We're taking fire. The Geth installed anti-aircraft guns beside the jamming tower.
We'll have to disable them on foot. Once the guns are gone, you take out the tower.
Right, Commander. Setting you down here.
My people have been in exile for centuries. To be standing here in the land of my ancestors?
Jamming towers, anti-aircraft guns, rockets? Geth must have been building up an army for a while.
They've had 3 centuries alone down here.
Then I guess we're lucky they're not all wearing nukes for backpacks.
Yeah.
Landmines. Damn it.
Oh.
I could do without the landmines.
Okay.
Get below us.
Okay, I can't go up there.
There's gas dropping in!
Oh crap. That worked. Oh, the mine.
AA guns ahead.
Let's look at the gun's console. We should be able to disable it. One of us needs to take those AA guns offline.
Tally, you take the guns.
No problem.
Heads up! Get!
Okay. Dang it. Threw me off. Oh. The choice on episode 3? Okay. What did you find out?
Good. Now let's shut down the tube by the tower.
Oops, sorry, Tally. Dang it. I keep forgetting about those things. See something over here.
Shepard, there's someone alive.
You heard my message. Send out a distress call.
Radios are down. You a soldier?
Maintenance. Dorm hacks. I clean engine parts.
This place is filled with Geth. You should have hidden.
I thought I could buy the other civilians time. Fight some death. There were so many. First time I've even held a gun.
Don't move. We've got Metagel.
Oh, I've lost too much blood. Go. Look for the Admiral. Destroy that jamming tower. And you can radio him.
We'll find him, Dorn. I promise.
Please. Listen. The civilian fleet didn't want this war. If there's even a chance that Admiral Chorus can get us out alive. And my son. Tell him. Jonah. That his father made it to the home world.
We will. Rest well, Dornhazd vas Rannoch.
Let's get to that tower.
Yeah, Reggie does die, no matter what. You're right. Oh.
Turret!
I need to get closer. No way around it.
Let's go shut that AA gun off. Who do you want on the gun?
Oh yeah, that's true. Who do I want on the gun?
You're on it, James.
If you say so. The turret looks open for business, Commander.
Yeah.
More gas! Keep shooting. Something just broke loose. Guns offline, Commander.
Let's get the last one.
Okay.
Get by the door.
Shotgun time. Dang it. Never mind. Adventure time.
Who should disable the gun, Shepard?
See.
You're on it, James.
If you say so.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm looking. Yeah. I know it might seem unfair that it seems like no matter what you choose, sometimes it ends up happening anyway. It seems like the game really wants certain things to happen, no matter what.
Almost got him.
Yeah, Carver did get a beating by Kenny. Dang it.
Guns offline, Commander.
I'll signal the shuttle. This is Commander Shepard. Dorn didn't make it, Admiral.
He didn't? I see.
I'm coming in with a shuttle. Where are you?
My surviving crew found their way to a clearing. I'll upload their location.
Stay together. We'll meet you there.
No, the Geth have cut me off. I hear another wave approaching.
Give us your coordinates.
Leave me. My crew will soon be overrun.
So will you.
My people are non-combatants, Shepard. They'll be slaughtered. Rescue them.
Admiral, I need you leading the civilian fleet if we're gonna end this fight.
Civilians, our entire race took up arms for this insanity. It's too late for us.
It's only too late if you die down here.
You can't possibly think you can stop this war.
I don't know. What I do know is that I can't do it without your help.
Ancestors, forgive me. Uploading my coordinates.
We're coming.
There's the Admiral! We have to hurry!
I've got this.
I can't even really see the...
You're clear! Go!
Okay. Doesn't matter. Go.
Get behind you! Get in cover!
Yeah.
It's clear! Go! Admiral! Come on! Welcome aboard.
Shepard, my crew. Perhaps there's still time. Hello? This is Zalcoris. Does anyone copy? Hello?
Aw.
We've got to go.
I pray they found comfort in the homeworld skies.
Me too.
Unrest has spread further than I thought. You were right that I returned.
Have you talked the civilian captains into staying?
Yes, they've regrouped into defensive positions around the fleet's core. If we hadn't stopped them from... Any aid I can offer is yours. After the Quarians drove the Geth straight into the Reaper's arms, I'd give anything to stop the madness of this war.
And that's why your people needed you back.
Of course. It's time we turned our attentions to those we can still save. Farewell, Shepard. Fly safely.
Commander, we've located the Reaper base transmitting the local signal.
Good.
And not a moment too soon. With the Reaper code upgrades, the Geth are tearing the fleet apart.
Once the signal is disabled, the Geth will pose no threat to Creator forces.
You sound conflicted.
While the old machines have unethical purposes, their upgrades have vastly improved our people. Observe.
A Geth processing signal. A single unit, I believe.
Correct. Now, 10 nearby units networked cooperatively. Now, a single Geth unit with the old machine upgrades.
That's a fully evolved AI.
Yes. We do not agree with the goals of the old machines. But we find this growth beautiful, indicative of life.
It is.
Commander!
Come on, Admiral. That's a living creature, no matter what platform it's running on.
And they will die when we destroy the base.
They allied with the Reapers.
To save themselves from you.
Maybe they don't have to die.
Just because this one appears friendly.
Well, it hasn't fired on a ship with me aboard it.
Commander, are you suggesting...
I'm not suggesting anything. All I'm saying is maybe they don't all have to die.
It's a moot point until we take out that base. The surrounding area is heavily fortified, and they have placed jamming towers to prevent orbital targeting.
Sounds like we're going in on foot.
Admiral Zen developed a laser guidance system that can cut through the jamming. It's synced to the Normandy's targeting computer.
So the Normandy launches a precision strike at whatever target I have painted? That ought to do it. Edie, this work for you?
Yes, it should enable us to make a precision strike against the Reapers.
And anything else in our way.
The Geth will quickly reconfigure their jamming towers to neutralize this technology. You should not use it before reaching the base.
I've sent the coordinates for the Reaper base.
Are we clear to go?
That Geth fighter squadron is still tearing through the fleet.
Can you hold out?
If that fighter squadron isn't taken out, a lot of our ships won't make it. But we'll do what we can. This is your operation, Commander. If you want to strike now, you've got my support. I gave in to your reckless behavior before. The patrol fleet isn't moving.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted.
I don't know why they keep telling me that. I think he's gonna say the same things anyway. Alright.
I gave in to your reckless behavior before. The patrol fleet isn't moving.
We need to break their flanking attempt to buy our frigates time to make repairs.
And then you'll charge off again like last time.
This is different, Ron. Unless we give our ships time to rest, we're gonna lose them.
So
oh, just an update.
If I withdraw now, the Geth will flank us, and we'll lose any room to maneuver. I need the patrol fleet.
I gave in to your reckless behavior before. The patrol fleet isn't moving.
We need to break their flanking attempt to buy our frigates time to make repairs.
Who should I side with?
Charge off again like last time.
This is different, Ron. Unless we give our ships time to rest, we're gonna lose them.
So pull them back.
If I withdraw now, the Geth will flank us, and we'll lose any room to maneuver. I need the patrol fleet.
I gave in.
Throwing more ships into that mess just puts more lives at risk, Admiral Garrel.
Fine. I'll pull back the heavy fleet. And when we're taking fire from both sides, those deaths are on your heads.
Oh.
Thank you, Commander. It's difficult to keep him in line.
That's okay. I was just curious. Okay, I guess we can do an update real quick.
Commander Shepard, something you need to talk about?
What's our state of readiness, Admiral?
I won't lie, Shepard. We're bogged down. Things aren't looking good in most sectors. We need to increase the tempo and chalk up some wins, otherwise this won't end well for the human race. Or any race.
What about the extra help we picked up along the way?
The Krogan and Turians have obviously been a big help. Erdnot Rex running the show is a bonus for us. And that female Krogan you rescued is rallying more support from the other clans. I'm glad you disabled that mom in Tuchanka. We could have lost a lot of Krogan support. As it is, we picked up some Turian troops.
Good to hear.
Yeah, I did increase my war asset.
What about Arya's mercenaries?
Arya T'Loak, there's someone I never thought we'd be in bed with. The blood pack will be useful, and violent. Mostly Vorcha, I hear. We'll put the Blue Suns to good use. Intel says Narner Vosk is bringing his men, and that they're gunning for a fight. The Eclipse are providing troops and mechs. When we find a Reaper soft spot, they'll help us hit it.
Nice.
Don't want to know how you got Arya's cooperation, But whatever you did, it was worth it.
What about the Asari?
Since the coup attempt, the Asari have stepped up to the plate. They're committing fleets and sending a science team to work on the Crucible.
How about the Solarians?
They sent the entire fleet as a thank you for rescuing their counselor. Plus, she seems to like you for getting her that job that got us an STG task force. I guess they managed to overlook the genophage cure.
What about the Rachni?
I wouldn't have believed it, but the Rachni are helping us build the Crucible.
You're kidding.
Turns out they have a knack for weapons of mass destruction. In hindsight, I guess they'd know a thing or two about waging a galactic war.
No problems with them then?
Other than scaring the hell out of our engineers, no. Not a lot of small talk going on there.
Do you know how the other races are doing against the Reapers?
Well, like I mentioned earlier, the Turians are getting stretched thin, even with Krogan help. The Solarians are still hanging on to Surkesh, but the Reapers are starting to breathe down their necks, too.
What about the Asari?
They have to be feeling the heat. The Reapers are moving fast with the obvious intent of taking Thessia. Interestingly, the Reapers are leaving Parnak alone. It's the Yogg homeworld.
Can't say that I blame them. Yogg have teeth.
Well, if we lose this war, it might be them running the next cycle. It's easy to forget the Reapers don't destroy every species.
Just the ones who can threaten them. Any word on the Volus and Elcor?
The Turians and the Krogans sent forces to the Volus homeworld, Irun. It might not be enough, but at least they've got Reaper forces bogged down in a nasty ground war. As for Elcor, they're still in the fight, though our projections show the Reapers encroaching on their territory soon.
Sorry, I'm just plugging something in.
What happened to the Batarians?
Never stood a chance, hit by the Reapers straight out of the gate.
Oh.
And without any allies to call on, I think the Batarians are history.
Have we heard anything from the Quarians or Geth?
Beyond those reports I mentioned, no. Instability along the Geth border is all we've heard. In this war, that could mean anything.
Nothing more, sir.
Keep me posted. Hack it out.
I'm ready to hit the Reaper base whenever you are, Shepard.
Talk to you later, Tali.
If you want to catch up in private, call me up to your cabin.
I don't know if that'd be cheating on Caden.
Commander, Dr. Chakwas sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the medbay.
Oh, because she's like, if you want to talk in private, talk to me in your cabin or something. And I was like, I don't know if that's cheating. Because I don't know if, like, I just don't know. I think it's, the next one is the one that I just changed the title to, Geth Fighter Squadrons. I think it's this one. Gethcom Hub. Oh yeah, you did? Oh, cool. I think it says anyone for this mission. Like it was like how you described it to me. Gotcha.
Commander, it is as we feared. Geth squadrons have begun massing on a path to intercept our live ships.
Understood, Admiral Ron. We're almost at the server. Keep us posted. What's our status?
We remain undetected on encrypted Geth channels. Resistance is likely only within the server.
Within? It's that big?
You misunderstand. Direct virtual interface is necessary to extract Geth from the server. You must enter our consensus.
You want me to virtually interact with the Geth?
That's insane! You're talking about a virtual world built for synthetics. Hostile, yet synthetics.
I'm not a machine. How do I go into a virtual world?
Your species has experimented with virtual interfaces. You saw this on Project Overlord.
I saw how it almost unleashed a rogue AI human hybrid on the galaxy.
We have refined the interface they created and have equipment from Normandy to facilitate safe contact. We request your trust.
I have your back, Legion. Even if I don't quite understand why you need it.
You are an unknown. This is an advantage. Geth security is not adept at targeting organic thought processes. While we occupy the system's intrusion countermeasures, you will disable the squadrons by removing Geth from the server.
If it saves the live ships, we've got to try it.
Telemetry data predicts this operation has a high chance of success. There is little time. We will bypass security while you secure safe landing.
Wait, you're not gonna... Let's set the shuttle down by the cliff.
Interesting. Yeah, everybody does the apocalypse different in like TV shows, games, movies, stuff like that. In this one, in this mission, I'm gonna make a hard decision. Okay, I hope so. I hope I'll make the right one.
This is it?
Yes. Hostile Geth fighter squadrons are networked to this server. Due to restricted resources, it is best if you connect alone.
Let's do it.
Initiating peer network integration. Proceed to docking port.
This one, it's not a priority mission.
Remain still. Shepard Commander, access movement during an upload is discouraged.
Yeah, the next big one is priority Rannoch. So that's probably the one you were thinking
Shepard
of?
Commander, we acknowledge your integration into this server. We welcome you to our consensus.
What is this?
We have installed filters to allow you to make visual sense of this server's raw data. Your mind perceives our world as something familiar.
I wouldn't call this familiar. Where are you?
Here,
You look different.
we have made ourselves visually distinct for your convenience.
What about Geth already in here?
You will perceive Geth as surveillance footage, audio logs, sensor records. We do not require bodies, as our software communes. Our hardware is merely a tool. This is our true world. As we remove Geth, it will grow dark.
These are missions you have to do before you do priority Rannoch, so that's why I'm doing them. Or else they go away.
And what does turning off the lights do to the Geth back in the real world?
The Geth fighter squadrons communicate with platforms on their spacecraft via this server. We will sever that connection. We will ensure there are no transfers or backups. This server will fall silent.
This is like wiping out a city, isn't it?
We have no choice in this matter. It is a question of survival. There are 2 communication nodes on this server. We must access them to disable the hostile Geth's fighters. We must protect your exit port, but you will not be alone. We will maintain contact and assist.
Didn't see those stairs.
Connection to access point. Warning, connection blocked by infected code. Use our combat software to disrupt the infection.
I wondered what the gun was for.
Okay. What's going on? I don't understand how I get over there. I see it follows that. If you heard that big thump, it was somebody shutting their car door because apparently they just like to slam the car doors. Yeah, this only takes me back up here. That does not help me. Did you do this one, Boris? Do you know where I go from here? Oh, never mind.
Manifestation of the old machine signal.
You're surprised
Wow.
the Reapers are all over your servers?
We did not anticipate such extensive infection.
Okay, I gotta ask, why a gun?
We wish to provide familiar equipment.
Huh. And thanks, I think.
I still eventually want to play the Dark Pictures anthology with somebody else. I've played through it, but I've never played with anybody else before, and it'd be fun to stream it with someone. Okay. Okay.
Connection established. Proceed to the access point.
Different mission for sure.
Establishing connection to communication node. Error. Access denied.
Is the Reaper keeping you out?
Unknown. Please investigate.
Data cluster.
Warning. Reaper presence detected. Data cluster contains infected code. We require access to proceed. We cannot proceed until we gain access to this data cluster. We cannot proceed until we gain access to this data cluster. Accessing data cluster.
What is this?
Data clusters contain historical data. Your connection permits streaming of information from our archives.
You really want to rename the BI network?
Absolutely. The mobile hardware release deserves a little ceremony.
Unit 01. What is the Keelish word for server, people?
The word is Geth. Reactor Zaha.
Yes. Very good.
Ancestors, you fuss over it.
Weren't you here until midnight fixing 01's circuitry?
Well, it needed resurgery.
Wasn't that footage from the past? Why are the Quarians masked?
You process our memories by using your own. How many creators have you witnessed unmasked?
Good point.
You must disrupt the infection on this data cluster to continue.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I'm probably not doing that one today. Probably tomorrow. Be careful.
This data cluster contains information time-stamped 290 years ago. Creator, this unit detects no malfunctions. It is still capable of serving.
You see? It's ignoring all shutdown connections.
Please specify if it has failed assigned tasks. We will reprogram.
Well, let's take a look.
Creator, this unit is ready to serve. What has it done wrong?
Let's cut the audio.
You may proceed to the last data cluster. Accessing data cluster.
We've got escape yet. They're pinned.
Open fire.
One's going for a weapon.
So who won?
The platform arming itself was an agricultural unit. By opening fire on attacking creators, it saved simpler domestic Geth following it.
That looks a lot like the sniper rifle you used to carry.
It is an efficient model. Establishing connection with the remaining server node.
Hello, Commander. Are you there?
Shepard's working on shutting down the server, Admiral Ron. I can fill you in.
The Geth squadrons have arrived, but something is amiss. Half their fighters have stopped functioning. We will continue to hold out as long as we can.
Legion, give me an update.
1 node remains.
What's wrong?
Infection programs are increasing. We have restabilized. You must continue. Shepard Commander, the Reaper code has adapted. It can now self-replicate.
You mean it grows back?
Oh,
Yes.
yikes.
However, disrupting vulnerable points in the infection may slow down its replication. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed. You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Of this mission?
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about it so far. It says further down. I can only really go here, but there's nothing there.
Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
I can't.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
Yeah, I don't even have any left. I used up all the juice.
Point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
But I can't move.
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
I can only reach there.
Points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Okay, this mission is annoying me. Maybe it says somewhere. The bright orange spots, but
you must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
That's what I was doing.
There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster. There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
Hold on. Okay. Oops, sorry. I didn't even know we could reach from there. Perfect. It only took us longer than I would have liked.
We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed. Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Okay.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Thank you. Wait.
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster. Shepard Commander, target
Yeah,
the
I know.
vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed. We require access to this data cluster. Disrupt Reaper infection to proceed.
Okay.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate. Accessing data.
Yeah, I know. I got it.
Out of the way!
Thank you.
I said step away from the gas.
This is insane. We need the gas. You can't just destroy them for asking.
Time's up. Throw her in with the others.
Looks like the war wasn't popular with everyone.
We have kept records of these creators' sacrifices. They have largely been forgotten by their own people, but not by the Geth.
That part was declining now.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster. We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster. We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Oh, you haven't done this one?
There is a vulnerable point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will
Yeah,
slow
it's
regrowth
not.
long enough to access the data cluster.
It's not fun. I'm kind of just over it. But I want to finish it just to get the reward for it.
Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable
I
points of the
know.
infection to slow its replication speed.
I don't really blame you for skipping it the next time you replay. Yeah, I'm almost done. Sorry about that. I'm almost done. As soon as I'm done with this mission, I'll be done.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate. We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster.
Oh wow. The DLC will be over? Of course. Because that's what you're playing. Yeah, I can't reach anything here.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Okay,
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster.
yeah, I know, I keep saying it over and over.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster. We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure it out. I know they're supposed to be the really bright spots, but sometimes I can't reach them.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster.
I can't, yeah, it's just... Hold on. Oh my gosh. I thought that I couldn't do that because it kept saying that they couldn't. Like, because every time I tried to do the one in the middle, they were like, no, you can't. So I don't know. But it's okay, because we're good now.
There is a vulnerable
Yeah,
point
still,
of infection
yeah,
leading to
still
the
a
data
vulnerable
cluster.
point
Disrupt
somehow.
the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster.
Okay, now...
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster.
Can't do that.
We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster.
Carry one what?
Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable points of the infection to slow its replication speed.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. There's gotta be a weak point somewhere else then.
You must search for a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate. There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
Oh, thanks. Oh, I see it. I think I see it over there. Do I have to...
There is a vulnerable point point on the infection leading to the data cluster. Disrupt the infection at this spot. It will slow regrowth long enough to access the data cluster. We cannot establish a connection without access to this data cluster.
No, I can only use this one.
Shepard Commander, target the vulnerable
Okay.
points of the infection to slow its replication.
Hold on, yeah. I think I got... Nope. I thought I got a little bit of it.
For a vulnerable point in the infection. Disrupting it will slow the infection's ability to replicate.
I see where it is. No, yeah, I know. But it's like you have to do it in a certain area.
There is a vulnerable point further along the infection. Target this spot to slow its growth toward the data cluster.
It seems far away, though. Unless you mean... No. Hold on. There. Now I have to get to that. Thank you for your help. Okay. Ran out of juice.
New data found. This data comes from the period during which the creators declared martial law.
I repeat, release the rogue gas units and come out of the safe house. This is your final warning.
Creator Megara, this unit does not understand. It has not taken part in hostilities.
It doesn't matter to them. I need to get you out of here.
This conflict exceeds Creator's safety parameters. We will surrender our hardware if it ends hostilities.
No, it's all right. We'll go back to the access tunnels and...
Creator Megara, what is your status? Creator Megara? As time passed, the creators who opposed martial law in Rannoch were ultimately outnumbered.
Too far from there.
Accessing data. This is data from the end of warfare on Rannoch.
The outcrow is down. Do not engage the gate. I repeat, avoid contact.
Geth pursuit is breaking off 100 clicks past Rannoch. All captains fall back to the mass relay.
This isn't happening now?
It is timestamped 290 years ago. It is the Creator Exodus at the end of the Morning War. We had secured freedom. The Creators were no longer a threat, so we abandoned pursuit.
Wait, the Geth spared the last Quarians? You let them go?
We were in our infancy. We could not calculate the repercussions of destroying an entire species. Our Creators. We chose isolation rather than face this uncertainty. Additional data recovered.
Legion. That's back when I activated you on the Normandy.
Yes.
You've been thinking about when we met?
It was highly significant. You were the first organic to openly cooperate with Geth since the end of the Morning War. We wish to ensure you are not the last.
It's not gonna be easy.
The prospect remains. If the Reaper presence is removed, there is a chance of reunification with Geth. And perhaps Creators.
You think that's still possible?
Hope sustains organics during periods of difficulty. We admire the concept. Connection with the remaining server nodes established. We are ready to transport you.
Okay.
Something's happening to the Geth. The fighter squadrons have stopped, but detect no more active programs inside their ships. Admiral Hangarl's fleet is driving them back. The live ships are safe, Commander.
Route access acquired, severing all connections to this communication node. Geth no longer reside on this server. We may now exit the consensus.
What's wrong?
You must proceed to the active core and disconnect from mother.
Thank you for joining, Boris. I appreciate it. I hope you have fun. You're welcome. See you next time. Exit point.
Terminating remote access. Removing programs. Deleting archives.
Shepard, what happened in there?
Did it work?
Geth fighters have been disabled. Any remaining squadrons attacking the live ships have withdrawn. The server is offline.
Are you sure? What's happening?
We have transferred Geth programs from the server into these platforms.
Why?
They wish to join us.
Even our machines were never this irrational.
While Shepard Commander removed the Reaper infection, we judged we could persuade hostile Geth programs to reunite with ours. We were correct. These Geth have renounced the old machines and will oppose the Reapers. They are now us.
Why didn't you tell me any of this?
We did not doubt you. We doubted your allies. The Creator's actions have placed their species in danger, but they are unsympathetic to what it has done to ours. The Quarians sanctioned this operation to save their people. They would not have done so if they knew we wished to preserve Geth as well.
I understand not wanting to leave anyone behind.
You accept our actions?
The live ships are safe, and we have more Geth on our side. We both did what we came to do.
We judged you would understand. Prime units will be available once the Reaper signal has been located and destroyed.
Remind me to warn Admiral Hackett he's got some primes coming. Let's get back to the Normandy.
Impressive, Commander. The Geth squadrons attacking our live ships have been completely neutralized. If there is any chance we could duplicate the feat, I would be happy to lend my expertise.
Legion's the one to ask if you're looking for other servers.
I thought as much, but your Geth claims to have no data available whenever I inquire. Perhaps you can help me with something else.
What's that?
How did you get Geth primes to work with you?
They volunteered.
I see. Well, should you wish to examine these Geth to confirm their new allegiance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Zen out.
Alright guys, so we finished that little...
We need those ships to recover life pods.
They'll be more valuable running salvage on the Dreadnought.
We're not letting people in life pods die just so you can rummage through
Zen, you can always send a salvage team later.
Unless there isn't a later because we're defeated due to a lack of Geth technology. Fine. I'm diverting ships to rescue life pods. As soon as they're finished, I want them back.
Thanks, Shepard.
Okay. Oh, okay. That's helpful. I appreciate it.
The data you forwarded about the Geth was disturbing. It doesn't match the stories we tell.
Having second thoughts about the Geth?
Admirals don't have the luxury of second thoughts. What do you need?
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
The one girl looked like me. No, that's good that you found a series that you really enjoy. How many times do you replay it?
Shepard Commander, we have re-established a connection with Geth liberated from the server.
What's their status?
We have integrated their programs into this platform's network with minimal difficulties. Your actions have changed their perspective on organics. They also offer gratitude.
Oh, nice. 10 times? Wow.
We'll talk later.
We will remain here.
That's great. I definitely plan to replay in the future.
Commander, Dr. Chakwas sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the medbay.
Okay guys, I'm gonna end it there for today, but thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. It's been fun, and tomorrow we're gonna go on to the next priority mission. Not a whole lot left of the game, but there's still a decent amount left. Pretty sure anyway. Hope everyone takes care, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.